All right, y'all, welcome back. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if this is your first time. I'm going to be making Belizean potato salad. Yes, I am from Belize, born 1971 in PG, Belize. I do wash my potatoes because I'm going to put them in the boiling water, and I don't want the dirt from the potatoes to go inside the water, so I always wash my potato. Some people is like, you wash your potatoes? Yes, I do. So I slice all of them in half, equal in half, and put them in there. So what was that? 4 potatoes, I believe it was. So there you go. They're not too big. If I use russet, sometimes I use 1 potato. 2 if we're gonna have company. You'll be amazed how much potato that ends up being. We always put eggs in our potatoes, so I put the eggs in right there. The eggs is usually finished about 12-13 minutes. It doesn't take long for the eggs, but traditionally we leave them in there until the potatoes is finished, which is weird, but because now I know that you could just take it out after 12-13 minutes and they're done. So that egg cracked. I was thinking I was going to take it out, but I'm like, I'm not going to waste it. It will actually seal itself back. What's bubbling out will cook over the crack and it will be perfectly fine. So how long do we boil the potatoes for? Until the
Alexa,
fork
how much time
slides
is left?
in with a little resistance in there, because you don't want it too soft, of course, because we're not making mashed potato. You don't want it hard that you're like, okay, this potato is hard. What am I crunching on? So just al dente, I'll say. So
Because it didn't time out
um,
before.
then I peel. You gotta get them to room temperature at least. So before you cut them, dice them up as I'm doing, I slither about 4 slits each way. If you don't, you will have mashed potato if you try to do it hot. You don't cut potatoes when they're still hot because they're gonna mush up on you and become mashed potato. I'm going to wash my hands, see, because it felt like all the starchy potato was on my hands and that was annoying to me. I'm a little my sisters say I'm a little OCD, so that's another discussion. But see, that spoon I was getting, it's actually like a bigger tablespoon, so it's a serving spoon that came with a set that I have.
Real
So I just took a big scoop of that serving spoon that I have, bam, right on in there. Nothing that I do when I'm cooking is a precise measurement. You just season, you just flavor to taste, of course. So you just squirt that salad cream in there. I use about half can. That's sweet peas. We do use sweet peas in the potato salad. It just adds a great flavor. We also put a can of Veg-All. What I should have done was open the cans and drain them first before the video, but I didn't, so I'm gonna do it. The Veg-All, I'm gonna open that can up, and the whole can of Veg-All. After I drain it, I'm gonna put the whole can in there. But the sweet peas is not the whole thing; it's a half or a little more than half. So yeah, I'm draining it. Pour it all in there. The sweet peas, you'll see just, I guess just half. Yeah, about half. I put, but then later I'm going to put a little more because I felt when I tasted. So now this is how my grandmother used to cut her onions. So I never saw her grate onion. She just slit it at the top with the knife like that. And that's it. I'm not doing it as much as we do it, because I had done it previously for something else that I made. So that's it. You just dice up the top as such and then slither it. Small cuts in there, and then you don't have to grate it. You don't have to dirty something else, and that is it. You have diced onion. Simple. Just like that. So I just need, I'm going to do a little more. So I think in total I slithered 2 times at the top thinly. The onion is necessary. Some people don't like it with the onion, but it's not like you're crunching on the onion. It just gives it a whole different taste with the onion. And I just had to keep washing my hands. I can't stand the feel of
pepper.
And I don't want to transfer it everywhere. So that's fresh ground pepper that I mix in there. Yes. Get it in there. Fresh ground black pepper we use. And here comes the egg. Once in half. And once in half again usually, but not this time. So I just slice it small slices. You gotta have egg in our Belizean potato salad. This meal, it was so delicious. My son was just happy. He's like, this dinner is good. What made you do all this? But sometimes I feel like a proper Sunday dinner, sometimes not. Now that's the yolk. You put the yolk to the side off of 1 or maybe 2 of the eggs because you use that as garnish at the top. You'll see when I get to the end how I do the yolk. Again, without a grater, I'm just going to use a fork to get it done. So chopping up the eggs in there, the yolk to the side off 1 or 2. I forgot an ingredient, had to go get it. Evaporated milk. Got to put evaporated milk in your Belizean potato salad. That's how we do it. That's how our family do it. You don't have to do it. But then, hey, it takes away from what it is. So some people's like, what if I don't like this? What if I don't like that? Okay. Put in and eliminate what you want. But you're changing the taste and you're changing what it is. So that is it. So there you have it. Everything mixed up. You're not stirring it like crazy. You're just folding it throughout, and you'll see what will happen. The magnificent that's about to happen. Look at that. I want to go in the kitchen and have a little more.
Alexa, turn off.
Just watching this video because I still have a little bit left. Yes, my daughter-in-law loves my potato salad, so I'm going to send her this video and tell her to like my YouTube channel so she can have the recipe. There you go. Put a little more. You want it creamy. It wasn't creamy enough, so I added some more of the salad cream to it. Heinz salad cream is what we use. When you see the ingredient of the salad cream, it's really like mustard, mayo, relish, all that stuff combined in there. So if we don't have the salad cream, I just put those things in the potato salad, and it's the same thing. So that is it. Now it's time to taste it. It looks creamy enough, sorta, but I had to taste it. Now if I was making it for folks that didn't live with me, I would test it with some more. This is how you do it. You taste it, something's missing, you add it. So yes, I usually, if I'm making it for other people who aren't immediate family living, then I use a plastic spoon or fork and I just test it like that. But because I'm cooking it for my sons and my grandbabies who don't like potato salad, so me and my sons, I was able to test it the way I was doing it, and they are fine with that. So I put a little more salad cream, as you saw, a little more evaporated milk. Pet milk is what we usually use. But buying it at Costco, I had to buy Kirkland. And I put a little more peas because I'm like, something, it's just not, It just didn't have that for me. So I put a little extra. And don't forget the salt. I forgot the salt. The salt marries everything together and makes it all delicious. Once that salt was added, it was magnificent and ready for me. Yes, the salt combines. Yes, look at that. Look at that. That's the creamy you want. In the beginning, it wasn't looking like that was going to be. So that's why I had to start it adding a little extra of the other things. So here you have it. Usually on the sides, I would take my little, see? Yes, yes, yes. Yes, gal, it is nice. Yes. That's the my potato salad. All right. I was getting a napkin to clean the sides, but usually I'll use one of my spatulas to clean it. So this is what you do. So see, yes, I wanted to clean it first. I feel like I just waste that. So next time what I do is just take one of my spatulas. I really licked that napkin when I got it because it was so good. You could tell I did. I was chewing. But slither in thin slices of the egg to put on top just to make it look pretty. That's all. A lot of times we don't do that. We do that for show if it's taking it to a party, if we're doing something, we do that depending if folks coming over and all that. Usually I don't do that. I did it for the video for presentation purposes only. So at this point when I was doing this, usually the potato salad tastes the best if you do it early in the day and let it sit so that everything really soaks into the potato and all. That's how you get the better taste. So if you're gonna see, that's how we do the egg. There's no need. I was gonna get a grater, then I'm like, wait a minute, my grandma didn't use any grater. You do that. That's it. With a fork. There you go. See, one little clump fell in, but after I do this, I'm gonna take that and do the same thing to it. All the way at the top. If you do this with a grater, you're just gonna waste your yolk. Most of your yolk gonna stay on that grater, and why do that? So when you have your fork and you have your hands, your fingers, that is it. Yes, take that little lump that fell and do the same thing with it. And this is all for presentation, so you know everybody's going to get some egg in every little bite that they get, in every scoop that they get out of the bowl. And then some more black pepper at the top. And voila. Now, like the next day we wanted some. There you go. We wanted some. And it was a little dry, so the next day I just added some more evaporated milk at the top, and that was it. All right.